Hi guys, I thought I'd just go over the solutions to a couple of these examples here so that we could see where the information that is in the answer links are coming from. So the first thing to note is that this graph here is actually two graphs in one. So let's just zoom in a bit on this. And we can see that this graph here, we actually have full-time enrollment on the left. That's who's in college. And so the college enrollment, you'll notice, is also in blue. That's what this blue line is doing. And then on the right, we have the total population of people from 17 to 24 years old. And that's what this red line is doing. So when we're looking at data from the red line, we're comparing a year to the total population. And when we're looking at data on the blue line, we're comparing a particular year to the enrollment in college. Okay, so let's zoom out again. So for the question 1, describe the trend of college enrollment since 1990 to 1991, I'm going to record some information. So the first piece of information I need to record is in the 1990-1991 year, we can see that the population is approximately, enrolled in college, that is approximately 110,000. The second thing to note is that in 1990-1991, the total population of 17 to 24-year-olds is along this line here, which is 1,250,000. So let's write that information down. So we'll switch over to here, and you'll notice that the blue information from 1991 is 110,000. So let's write that down. 110,000 students enrolled in college. The other bit of information is the information in red, which was that in 1990-1991, we have 1,250,000 17 to 24-year-olds in the total population. So that's 1,250,000. And all this information is for the enrollment year for 1990-1991. Okay, so what we can figure out with this information is we can figure out the proportion of the total population that was enrolled in college. And we do this simply by dividing the number of people enrolled in college by the total population. So let's do that. 110,000 divided by 1,250,000, which equals, let's get out a calculator. Okay, we've got our calculator out, and now we just enter in our information. So 110,000 divided by 1,250,000. There it is, equals 0.088. And note, if I read the graph slightly differently and had slightly different numbers like the answer that's posted, I will have a slightly different result of my proportion. So this tells us that approximately 8.8% of the population in 1990 was enrolled in college. Now let's go and check the information for a more recent date. So let's look in the year 2005, 2006. Oh, we don't have information for that. But somewhere here, yes we do, right over here. So we'll see that the blue line, which is representative of college enrollment, is at 160,000. So let's write that down. We've got 160,000 students enrolled in college, and the total population is just over 1,350,000. So let's write that down. 1,350,000. Figure out the proportion of students that are enrolled in college. We take the number who are in college and we divide it by the total population. This will tell us the percentage of students as a decimal. So let's figure that out. 160,000 divided by 1,350,000 equals 0.1185, which is approximately 11.9% of the total population. So that was for the 2005-2006 year. So actually, we can clearly see from 8.8% of the population to about 12% of the population is who's enrolled in college. So clearly, college is being seen as a much more popular choice.